Okay, it looks like we're live. So I've been promising installing solang for a while, so that is precisely what we're going to do here. Let me bring up. Basically, we have instructions, and we have, you should be able to see, and we have a command prompt here that I'm hoping that you're seeing. Let me see if that's what you're seeing. Uh, you know what? Just to end the confusion, I'm gonna close. Which one is this saying? Where is this? Here is at. Okay, it's in substrate target. So let's go to the one that's in substrate target. Okay. So we got our instructions and we got our command prompt, and so let's get this thing installed. So basically, I looked this over. There are a number of ways to do it. If you're using Docker, they have a Docker image. You can also compile it by hand, and they explain what you have to do there. You basically have to install these special, I guess it's LLVM libraries. Preview is available. So, and then there's also for Windows, for Mac, bunch of stuff you can do. My thought is let's do the easiest thing for starters and do it from the binary. So the first thing you got to do is get the binary. So just click here and hopefully that will deliver the binary. And let's look at that. So let's see what this is. So it looks like you can just click on it. Let's see what happened. Okay, let's go to what we're going to do is we're going to go to downloads. So let's see what we got here. I don't know if I have a downloads here. Oh yeah, I do. And you have a whole bunch of, so we're going to look for solang. See exactly what it is. It is hard to tell. See what this is. Okay. So it's not executable. That's very interesting. It's readable and writable. So it is a binary. There's a binary available. So let's do this. All plus execute. See what happens. Okay. So we now have what I want to do. I don't think I want to keep it in downloads. So we have, let's have a look. Let's first of all, what we need to do is move it. So what I'm going to do is move it from home to downloads. I'm just going to copy it for now. And I am going to move it to tools. All right. So, there. Okay, so let's do help here. So that's all your commands. Let's see what we got going on here. So complete documentation. That's interesting. Verbose help. And your flags. Your different options. Let's see, the flags are doc, language server. Okay. So there's a bunch of stuff you can do. You have your options. So now let's go back here and let's see. Okay. So let's go straight to running it. So this is what we just saw. So let's see if we can, we need a flipper.sol is what we need. So what I'm gonna do is solidity. And what we need to do here is we need to do a very, I think we'll start with the very simple flipper example. And that'll be our start for today. And then we're going to see if we can put it on the chain. No guarantees here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up Adam, and actually Adam's already up. And I am going to create a new file and just put that there. You can't see it because I don't, but we'll look at it. Save as. Let's see, where did I? Here we go. And we're going to call it the name they give it in that example. And we're going to close it. Close Adam here, or at least move off of Adam. And you can see very simple. This is like the whole hello world for smart contracts. So you have your constructor, your get, your flip, just what we saw. And let's see go back to the instructions. And now, let's see, go back to running, using solang on the command line. So let's do that. See if they give an example. Let's see. You can see the command here. And let's see if this will run. Oh. Home 2 and tools. Ah, they put the Linux after it. See what we got. Okay, we have a Flipper dot contract. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so you have all your, now this is, it looks like it's putting the metadata. Yeah, that looks like a contract. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring up another terminal, and I'm just gonna start the local node. Let's see, we got okay, so I'm gonna go in and go and start it up. And that's the Solidity, sorry, the substrate node that we did the other day, that we built the other day. And make sure it's starting. And then, so it looks like it's starting up. And now what we're gonna do is see if we can connect to a chain here. So is the, trying to remember what the local host, what the port is here. Actually, no, I don't want that. I want this. I want the one that we used the other day. So, hopefully, let me make sure you're seeing this. Nope, you're not. You're seeing not what you should be seeing. Let's kill this. And bring what we want to bring up. Let's see if we got anything. Let's see, window capture. And let's get the, well, that'll do. Okay. So now you can see that. And we're at the local node. So let's see if this thing is going to deploy. Okay, we need to go back here and go to project. And I think I had node flipper, not there. To Solidity projects. And you see flipper.contract. Next, let's give it an endowment of, see if this, well, I don't know if this one's going to work. Yep, it did. So, and so now I'm not sure. Oh, it's showing the current value, so let's do it again. I think it's showing the current value. Yep, you can see right here. So, we have shown that on at least this basic example, the Solidity compiler did what it was supposed to do. Now, what we could do to be a little bit more see what else we can do with this here. We will go back to the instructions and copy in the other, they had a more involved example. Let's see if I can find it here, or is it, I have, let's see if it's in, where did it go? Okay, we're going to try to find the, Solidity stuff here. Because I know it's here somewhere. It's just a question of where it's hiding. So this is ink. Here we go. So the second example, and I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. You're seeing the wrong thing. I don't know what this thing is doing, because what it'll end up doing is changing to something I don't expect. So here it is. Here's our solidity example. And you can see this is their, let's see, solidity by example. Well, this is actually, this is not the site I was thinking of, but, but why not? Why not see if this one is going to work? Copy this. And I'm going to, again, make it in a file. And see if I can get that. We're going to do pretty much the same thing we did in terms of building it. Let's see. And what is this called? To go back and see what it's called, so I call it the right thing. Let's see. Ballot. All right. So we're going to call this here ballot. All right. So now we're going to go back and except we're going to, oh, one thing I didn't do. I don't think I gave it the, yeah. Have to give it the right extension. That's interesting. Let me see something. No, I don't think we need this pragma. I'm going to get rid of it. I think it's basically telling what version of solidity. I'm going to save it again. And I guess I didn't save it. Now we'll try. Oh, I know. It's doing, I know. There we go. Let's see if this works. What I'm going to do now is make sure that Pragma isn't in here. Get rid of it. See, doesn't look like it is. Now that should work, I hope. We will see. Well, I guess this one's a little... Let's try one other thing before we finish for today. This goes into the... There was a... Let me see if I can find it. Because they had the flipper, and then they had... I know they had an example that was... Here we go. Here are their examples. This is the full example. So let's try this one. And let's see what it's called. Full example. Okay. Now this was their example. I'm gonna have to look and see why it did not like the one that we brought over. So we're gonna call this full example.sol. And in here, and save that. And let's try this now. And perfect. You see full example. I don't make sure you can see it because this thing's in. Yeah, let's bring this one. Let's bring this one to the top here, right under here. No, we're gonna bring it to the top. I have to try to move this so that you can see this. Let's see. Well, it did create it, and let me see if I can see which one this is. Because, yeah. There you go. Make this a little smaller so you can actually see it. So you can see we have full example.contract, and now we're gonna, let's move this over here so we can go back to the and hopefully it'll get to the, no, that's, All right, what I'm going to do here is, oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to go to where I have the full chain running. And I don't know if you can see that. So we gotta make sure you can see it or it's not gonna do any good. So what I'm gonna do is go here, take this, and just stick it in that other browser, and hopefully that'll work. Actually, do we have a chain going? Can you see that one? Yes. All right. So, what I'm going to do is now move it. There you go. All right. So now we've got the flipper on there. Now we're going to see if we can add that other contract. Full example contract. Next, let's just give it an endowment and deploy it. Sign and submit. Yep, we got full example. And as you can see, you can do bunch of stuff, and I'm not even sure. So let's power of 2. Is power 2. Okay. So if we do 5, false. So you could see we have done that. Now what I think we're going to do next time is we've now seen how the solidity contract. Let's go back and look at Flipper. And what I want to do is contrast that. Actually, we can contrast that with see if I can find the ink. Creating an ink project. That looks like let's bring up Flipper here. Here we go. So you can see Flipper in ink, and then Flipper in solidity. And notice this. If we look at the, this is very tiny, very simple. This has some other stuff where, well, now this includes tests, so that's really not a fair, fair thing to compare. But here you have to add these, this here for these annotations. So you got contract, and you've got this in Rust. So this is maybe possibly a little bit more versatile. I don't know, because you have the full power of Rust. And this, you see, you're telling it's a contract. So you can see how simple it is to write contracts in Solidity. A little bit more involved writing them in, hoping you're seeing this, a little bit more involved in writing them in ink. Because essentially what ink is an annotated version of Rust, whereas Solidity is a very specific contract language. So hopefully this has been helpful, and if you liked it, please give a like. If you want to see more, then please ring the bell and subscribe, and I will